We're blessed with a number of beautiful historical houses in Brighton and Sandringham, but this is probably the most beautiful historical of our heritage properties.
It is, of course, the jewel in the crown for the Bayside municipality.
Well, in 2022, for the first time in 15 years, Billilla will be accessible. Residents will be able to walk in and have a look around. So it's a very exciting time.
The records tell us a lot about not only the history of the property and the people who lived here, but the history of Brighton and how it's changed over time. It's a place with a long history dating back to the Indigenous owners of the land, the Bunurong people of the Kulin Nation. When it was bought in 1878 by Robert Wright, he was a Scottish migrant who'd come over to the goldfields. He ended up striking it rich. Following that, in 1888, William Weatherly bought the property. He worked on and owned lots of farming properties. He named the place Billilla after his station in Western New South Wales.
Mr. Weatherly died in 1914 and was survived by his wife, Jean, who in turn survived a tornado which struck the property in 1918. Bayside City Council acquired the property in 1973 on behalf of the local citizens. Billilla has had a number of uses since then. Council's intention is to return this property to the community for whom it was bought originally.
This studio is a part of the Billilla Mansion and part of the Bayside Artist in Residence program. This studio here is called the Lenton Parr Studio. It used to be the coach house, but it's perfectly suited to the sort of sculpture that I do. And being right by the entrance to the gardens here allows to have a direct access to the public. And for an artist, that's gold.
It's a single-storey mansion designed in an unusual Art Nouveau manner with classical references. The house is filled with examples of Victorian interiors, some amazing examples of wall and floor coverings, ornate ceilings. The gardens retain much of its original layout. There's a large concrete fountain that sits in the centre of the garden, as well as a small bird bath.
It's not only this beautiful mansion that's preserved, it's all the art buildings, all the places where staff would have worked in the stables, in the butler's pantry, the meat house, and all of those are available to see. And they tell us a different story about Brighton, the working class history, which we don't always see.
I think the main features of this garden are the trees. Gardens and parks, it's pointless having them if they're not being used. I'd certainly welcome more events here. A couple of years ago we had a jazz group here for an afternoon on a Sunday afternoon, which was a great event. People just came and sat on their rugs, and I certainly think we could do with more of those.